So the other day I was scrolling through my Instagram message requests and I came across this one from a lady up in North Carolina who said that basically her family was kind of going through a hard time. Her husband lost his job or is in the process of losing his job or something. And she had basically a lifetime collection of purses that she wanted to know if I would be willing to buy from them. They were almost 3 hours away, so it was a little bit of a trek, but I did get them to kind of meet me, not halfway, but I only had to drive about 2 hours to meet her, and we bought a ton of stuff. We'll jump into some footage in the parking lot of a Food Line, which is where we did all this wheeling and dealing, and then we'll meet you guys back here in the warehouse to show you exactly everything we got. It was, I think this was one of the most expensive purchases we've made in probably over a year, so buckle up. As I'm editing this video, I realized that the camera that I was using to film in the parking lot was still linked to my microphone, which I left in the center console of the car. So I don't have any, intelligible audio to show you guys, but in addition to all the purses that we picked up, I also got this whole box of sports cards with this Pokemon binder. We've already sold a couple of these cards, so this is like the first look before I've sold anything. As you can see, it was all like full art stuff, holographic stuff. I mean, there was probably 10 or 12 sheets like this, like the black and yellow ones. And then I got to this one page. Well, that was I'm pointing at the sports cards. I don't really know anything about those. The one page filled with Charizards, including the 2016 Evolutions holographic Charizard right there in the middle. We actually ended up selling that Charizard on Whatnot for $56, $57, I think, just that one card. And then we've sold probably 30 of them so far. We've probably made all of our money back. We spent $250 just on the box of cards, including the Pokemon binder. So obviously that was a good deal. We've already made our money back and we still have hundreds and hundreds of cards left to sell. She didn't want to give me a price for all the purses, so looking at everything, I offered her $2,500 and she was obviously very happy with that. And then we paid another $250 for the box of sports cards from her son. So $2,500 for all the purses plus $250 for all of the sports cards means we're all in on this haul, $2,750. Speaking of we, Haley's here. This may be the first video that you've been like super present and she's feeling much better.
Yeah, I had, if you didn't, I guess you had mentioned in another video, I had COVID and flu. So it took a while for me to get back to feeling great, but we're back.
It was a terrible, terrible time. I had to do my own laundry. That was... So a lot of purses. Haley went through and kind of organized everything. This was like Vera Bradley's and like non-leather stuff.
Let me start with like my process. It won't be that long of a story. But when I was going through it, I wanted to pull out like the heavy hitters, like the brands that do really, really well for us and have really high retail. So I kind of just like pulled out a bunch of bins and I started putting like, okay, here's all Michael Kors. This one right here, that's all Michael Kors bags, which is pretty crazy. This is Coach. We've got Dooney and Burke, Patricia Nash, and then Kate Spade. And then I had a bunch of like random bags. We have Fossil, we have Vera Bradley, we have, I don't know, like that one is Urban Expressions on the top. Yeah. So this is kind of like a bin of like non-leather purses of wallets, which it's mostly Vera Bradley's.
Yeah. It's definitely some good stuff in here. There were a few brands that I didn't recognize, but as we're looking stuff up, things have been pretty good. Like,
like there's random stuff like this. I mean, we even have like really cutesy little, look at this fish. So look at that. Adorable.
But when I was getting that from her in the parking lot, she's like, I don't know if you want this. I'm like, this is the most exciting thing I've seen so far.
Right?
That's adorable.
Like we have Kipling. There's 2 Kiplings in here.
I think there are 2 Kabus?
And there's 2 Kabus. Yes, one of them is New Attacks. Check that one out.
The popsicle one. Very cool.
New Attacks.
All of her stuff was, I don't want to say all of it was New Attacks. All of it was in really good shape. There were probably, I'd say maybe like 10% of the bags were New Attacks, maybe like 8%, but everything is definitely authentic. We've checked everything. I mean, it's all in great shape. There were maybe like 2 or 3 wallets that had some cracking on the inside, like as you like open them too much. But other than that, I mean, it's been awesome. Everything has their straps. I mean, she just took such good care of these bags, so it was definitely worth the trip.
There's also no cleaning involved.
Yeah.
I was going through, I was kind of like some of the bigger bags I was stuffing with paper, and I'll show you that in a second because we need to show you guys like the heavy hitters for sure. But I was looking through all the bags and like usually when you get like a big purse haul, there might be a couple that are like stained on the inside or like, I don't know, just like kind of in poor quality. None of these are like this. They're all in like pristine condition. There's a couple, of course, here and there, but majority need no cleaning whatsoever.
Which is really nice. I did take a chance when I offered her $2,500. I wanted to pay her as much as we could. You know, she's a viewer of the channel. She were going through a hard time. Like, we were getting at least a video out of it. So I was like, let me just throw a number out there and see how she feels about that. I think she was very pleasantly surprised. She was like, "I guess if that works for you." I'm like, "Should I offer less? should we negotiate down a little bit?" But I'm fine with that. I think we'll do really well in the purses. I mean, we've got, like Haley said, all these bins here, really nice stuff. We got a couple extra things over here. I think we had like 3 or 4 pairs of these Clark shoes, some Lululemon shoes. This was that Lululemon duffel bag, and it was filled with Lululemon clothes. Well, filled. There's like 4 or 5 pieces of Lululemon. So just really good stuff. Like all the brands that we look for and sell all the time. Like Mavi deal times 5 right here.
Right. I wanted to show you some of like the bigger purses. Like this is, for example, one of the bigger Dooney and Burke purses. Like it is in pristine condition. I put a little like paper in there. There's some with like dust bags. Like,
oh wow.
I don't even remember this one. Oh, this is like the like check that one out.
I don't know what that material would be, but it's cool.
Yeah. They're just really beautiful, and of course, like Josh said, like everything's authentic. I think there's a couple things we like don't know. Like there's actually a Gucci bag in here.
Yeah, it's just
we've
like
never done Gucci.
Where was that? Did you put it? It's not a Gucci purse. It's like a makeup bag or something.
It's right there.
It's like a little accessory bag. It's got like the Gucci print all over. It's got a little stain.
But
I'm like, I don't know. The zipper looks good. The zipper says Gucci. It's got a Gucci tag on the inside.
Italy. And it feels really nice, but I mean,
yeah, it feels very well made for like what it is, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe I have to send some pictures to Rachel Strickland, see what she thinks. But that's the only Gucci thing. If it was like a big collection of just like Gucci or Prada or stuff like that, Louis Vuitton, that's like very like highly faked, I would definitely be more suspicious. But these are like the bread and butter brands that we love selling, like stuff that's not fake super often. You still got to be careful to what you're buying, but I just felt really good about this. Oh, yeah, several vintage Coaches. That's like a Coach mini backpack.
Yeah.
Love it.
It's just some of the styles we're getting. These apparently, like you were saying, you think these are doing
really well?
Yeah,
it's like the Y2K Coach bags with the big C's on those are coming back in style. There's some that are selling eBay for $150 or so. Like that one right there. This brown pattern is really popular again, and this black pattern with the big C's. This was really nice. It's like a
messenger bag.
Yeah, like a flat fold messenger bag. Love that.
I'm also like not the biggest fan of Michael Kors. I think Michael Kors have really high retail, and if you can find it in a really decent condition, it does well. But I think a lot of times like they use like fake leather and stuff, so we find it very often peeling. But like this whole thing is full of Michael Kors, and they're all in excellent condition. We even have one with new attacks. I feel like I need to show you guys that one. It's like, I think it's this one maybe. But it's just like, this had like a $150 retail at TJ Maxx for sure. Look, Michael Kors has a $228 MSRP in there. And they're beautiful. A little bit of scuffing on it, but nothing crazy.
That might be from putting it in the car. I don't know. I was just like throwing stuff in the car. She had everything in trash bags, but we have like the big purses that are like the big showstoppers, whatever. But we have a ton of like small like wallets and stuff, and it's good stuff. Like I think that's Patricia Nash. We got this was Rebecca Minkoff, and it's
that was beautiful.
The cow leather, whatever. Got a couple. She's like, this is just Disney. I'm like, what do you mean just Disney? That's cute. Somebody is going a little plaid poo bag. I think this was Fry. Yeah, that's a little fried wristlet or whatever you want to call that. Just all sorts of stuff. Fossil.
And like we have lower end brands too, but like this is like a Lucky brand, but it's 100% leather and it's in excellent condition. Same with this one. This is Vince Camuto, which I never picked this up, but look at this like color and like it's also in such great condition. Got that Chick-fil-A honey mustard drip. I think between the car footage and this footage here, you guys get an idea of what we have here. Haley I was getting so excited because I didn't see the car footage.
Well, I don't really know exactly. I was excited when I was filming it, so I don't know. Oh, and the Golden Goose shoes.
Oh yeah, the other one's in the car still, I think.
I think these are real. I've never sold Golden Goose before, but these are super expensive. They are supposed to look kind of, rugged and scuffed, like you get them brand new like that. I am part of like a Golden Goose Facebook group that I joined when we found all those Golden Goose shoe charms in that Goodwill jewelry box thing. And I think I'm still a member of that, so you can upload photos to there and let the professionals in that group tell you, or you can use like an authentication app, like Legit app or whatever, to see what's going on. But everything looks good. It was just like a throw-in. She said they were real, and based on everything else she has, I have no reason to.
They're my size.
Uh-oh. Are you a Golden Goose girl?
No, I've never had anything Golden Goose.
These shoes retail. They probably retail for like $500 to $600, and in used condition, maybe like 200, 250 or so, somewhere around there. So really good pair of shoes, good brand of shoes to look for if you can ever find them. They always look really scuffed up and dirty, so keep an eye out for those.
And there's fakes though. There's fakes all the time.
There are fake, yeah, for sure.
You did have, like, she threw in like a couple of like these Clark shoes, which we don't usually do really well with shoes.
They're also very small.
But we also got a pair of Lululemon shoes, which I've never seen before. I think these sell for like between 40 and 60 on eBay, so that's a pretty good little find there.
I really like that Lululemon duffel bag too.
Yeah, I think this one's gonna do really well. Like, look at the colors on that, and it's just
Very
in
nice.
excellent condition.
So Haley went through and did a tally of purses and wallets. We just counted everything total. We didn't do a separate count of purses and wallets individually. But
I did.
Oh, you did?
Kind of.
Well, we just added up 187. So I think it was 187 items total. Is that what we came out to?
Yeah, that was no like shoes or like random, like we had this bag where she has like extra, I don't know, little like straps and stuff. It doesn't count anything that's like non-purses.
So that was just basically just purses and wallets.
187 purses and wallets, and the wallets I included kind of like makeup bags or computer bags or something like that too. Yeah. So like that kind of encompasses all of that we got.
I think if I did the math right, like 2,500 divided by 187 means it was like just over $13 per item. Obviously, $13 for a big Dooney and Burke bag is a great deal. $13 for a little wallet is not so great, but overall, I think we'll do really well in this haul. I don't know. My hope was that we'd do around $5,000 in sales, like maybe making like a slightly less than doubling our money after fees, and sell it all in one Whatnot show. What do you think?
I don't know about one Whatnot show. We'll see.
There's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, we have a Whatnot show. We're filming this currently on a Monday, and we have a Whatnot show tonight, which we might run a couple of items.
Yeah.
I assume that most of this will be on our next Monday night Whatnot show.
So I think the bags were a pretty good deal. The cards I knew less about, but her son, I think his name was Jesus, maybe. He seemed like a cool kid, and I just wanted to support him. We have started going through the Pokemon binder here. Haley was pulling out all the individual cards and putting them in sleeves and top loaders. We've already sold maybe 30 of them. We did a show last Monday night and sold maybe 25 or 30. The Charizard, the 2016 Charizard Holo, sold for like $56 or $57. So that was, 1/5 of our money back just in that card. And then we have, there's probably like 40 more Pokemon cards over there individually. We have all these other individual Pokemons here, like that little Charizard V card and all this stuff. Plus there's a couple more in the binder over here. Got a Slowbro, some more full art rainbows, some more V cards. That one's nice. Like that one. I think that Charizard was probably the best individual card, but in the back of this binder is all these soccer cards. And I know nothing about soccer. I know Pele and Messi, but I don't know if there's any Pele or Messi in here. So we'll probably just run these and whatnot eventually. I'm assuming there's no bangers in here, but if we can sell all these, run whole sheets at a time or something for $2 and see what goes on.
And of course we have all of the football, baseball, random cards. Some of them seem kind of interesting, like this guy, like that one's signed.
Yeah, there's a bunch of signed ones in there.
It just says $1 on the back though.
Yeah, I don't think it's anything crazy. I got excited when I saw this, but it's a reprint of a Holmes Wagner card. It does look like it's mostly 90s, so I don't think there's a ton of value here, but we can just run some bundles. I think most of our money will be made back on the Pokemon cards, and then all the sports cards will just be, gravy on the cake. There's a lot of autographs in there. We got Brandon Short, Chris Slade. This is a cool, Magneto card. Oh, it's upside down.
Koi Detmer.
I don't know who that is. Eagles. Jared Goff, I know him. It's not an auto, though. Alvin Williams auto. Steve Payne auto.
A lot of these are out of the sleeves too, because I was taking the sleeves and putting the Pokemon in there.
So I think that gives you a pretty good idea of what we got for $2,750. I am confident with that. I think we'll make plenty of money. It may not be like a super duper home run, but I think her name was Johanna, maybe. I could be butchering that. I don't know, but she did message me on Instagram again and said she has even more purses for us to buy. And what's cool about this is she kind of pulled a Mavi. She didn't tell me what she wanted for all this stuff. She was like, "Oh, I trust you." And usually when people trust me to pay like come up with the payment price or whattever, I paid way too much. So if you ever sell me something in
that
the
is
future,
true,
make
actually.
sure you let me make the price, and I'll be sure to overpay you. But I think if we had to sit down and do all the eBay work, listing all the stuff, taking pictures, I'd probably pay less. But because it's so easy for us to move this and maybe 2 or 3 whatnot shows,
Right.
I'm fine with taking a smaller amount of profit.
And of course, helping them out too.
Yeah, for sure. She was very grateful. You could tell that it meant a lot to her. Again, if you guys want any of this stuff, be sure to follow us on Whatnot. You can download the app with the link in the description of the video. You would click the link first. If you're a new user, you click the link first. That'll open up a new window on your computer or whatever. You sign up for Whatnot using your email and password and all that. Create an account. Then you download the app, and then you log in on the app with the information you just signed up with. We've had a lot of people that say like, oh, I downloaded the app and after I saw your video, but I didn't get the credit, and that's because you didn't click the link. You have to sign up for Whatnot before you download the app. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. But thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Hope you liked it. We'll see you later.